Stephen. Well, welcome to the Cooking Corner. We're happy to welcome back Tanner Thorp from Montereau doing chorizo and pear stuffing. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me again, Autumn. You know, I love coming in here and cooking with you guys. So.
Yeah, and this is a great dish with Thanksgiving just around the corner.
Yeah, so, you know, we're getting into the holidays, so why not do something fun? Stuffing tends to be one of everybody's favorites at the Thanksgiving table.
But this one is different. You brought a pear. Wow.
Yeah, we're doing a little bit different. You know, I mean, not to knock stovetop. Stovetop's a classic.
Nothing wrong with that for people who struggle with it.
And I like my stovetop, but I also like to do something a little bit fun. So here today what we're making is we've got a caramelized pear and chorizo stuffing.
Okay.
So because it takes a lot of components, I just brought everything kind of ready to prepare, and we'll kind of go over the techniques about it. But what I have here is I have chorizo. So chorizo is a Spanish style sausage. It's got a little bit of cumin. It's got a little bit of heat to it. So we're just going to add this into our bread. What I did with this is I have just regular brioche bread that I cut down into cubes, and then
they look like croutons.
They look like croutons, right? So I like to toast my bread a little bit before I put my liquids in there, because I don't like a really soggy stuffy personally. Now, if you like a soggier stuffing, you don't have to toast your breads.
So it's up to you.
It's completely up to you. I toss this with a little bit of butter, toast it in the oven. So I'm going to add my chorizo in here.
And so where can you get that? Do you have to make it?
So I got this chorizo from Reese's.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can get it locally. It's right there with all the other different sausages. And this particular brand is Johnsonville. So then when I cooked the sausage, I saved the drippings from the sausage, and this is in the recipe. So you take those drippings and you actually saute your onions in it. So I diced up some onions. We're gonna add those in here too. So they're actually cooked in the leftover drippings from the sausage.
That's
so
smart. Way to use your...
Yeah, and it gives you more flavor, right? So you get that chorizo flavor all the way through there. And then here I've got some pears, and I just caramelized these with butter and a little bit of brown sugar and
so does it give it kind of like a sweet taste?
So it's sweet and spicy and savory and a little bit salty.
All in one.
All in one. Now, you know, I can't come here without talking about a little bit of like food history and
facts, that's
right?
why we love having you as a guest.
So before I talk about that, I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken stock. And so what I'm doing here is I'm just moistening these breadcrumbs. Once you get it moistened and mixed together really well, you're going to put it in a baking dish. You're going to bake it in the oven for about 45 minutes. But did you know that stuffing actually, it's recorded back to the time of the Romans?
I did not know that.
Right? So the Romans would actually stuff all kinds of different things. They'd stuff chickens and pigs and hares and all kinds of stuff. But when it became popular for Thanksgiving was actually the first recorded recipe that we have for it is in the 1830s. And it was really popular in New England. And they would put oysters in it, or chestnuts, or in the South we like to put cornbread in it. But for years they would use it to stuff inside of the bird. And now I recommend cooking your stuffing separately, cook it outside of the bird, because what happens is by the time you get the stuffing on the inside to the internal temperature that's safe to eat because it's been with raw poultry, which is 165 degrees, usually your turkey's overcooked. So keep your turkey without the stuffing inside of it, unless that's your family tradition. I don't want to step on family tradition. And try something fun. I mean, this is a fun, different recipe.
Quick, easy dish.
Easy. You know, when I put this together this morning, it really took me about 30 minutes. And I mean, this is kind of the finished product that you see here when it's in a baking dish. So
voila! It would take me like 30 times 3 to put this together. But thank you so much, Tanner, for joining us. As always, stay with us. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Thanks.